We begin with an in memory of for the great Kurosawa, whose work was an inspiration for Star Wars. In acknowledgement, this episode will be an homage to another of his famous works, Seven Samurai. What's hilarious about this, by the way, is that this is an in memory of because someone has passed away. Someone will pass away this episode, and no one will give a crap. Anyway, overexcited announcer tells us that war is hard and a lot of people are stuck fending for themselves. But screw those guys, we've got bigger problems. The medical station over Fallujah, that's part of the Republic lifeline in this war, has gone off the grid. Our heroes have come to see what's up with that. Well, what's up is the medical station has been replaced with a launch platform for vulture droids, which, is not really the kind of thing that your doctor would normally recommend. They quickly shoot them down, but luckily this ship is equipped with the latest safety equipment provided by Spaulding. All I can say is that these people take their bocce balls seriously. Anyone who makes giant bocce balls probably has their own language dedicated to the game.
Can you speak bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me.
Ha! I knew it! After escaping their space balls, Obi-Wan and Anakin bicker about what to do next, while Ahsoka looks on in bemusement, then pointing to the signs of the settlement that are just over that way. It's a farm, but it looks deserted, so Anakin says to check the barn, and it's hiding a ship that looks all wrong for someone delivering crops. A lot more guns, for instance. Sure enough, a search of the house reveals that some of the farmers are hiding in the basement, but leaving them free to be ambushed by some bounty hunters. But then Obi-Wan ambushes the ambushers, and it looks like there's going to be a sudden redecoration of this room in the style of Burnt to a Crisp. Well, luckily, one of the farmers intervenes. These bounty hunters are actually working for the farmers, and this guy figures Jedi can be a big help with the pirate problems that they've been facing. Yeah, that's the problem. Pirates planning to take a share of their crops, enough to leave them destitute.
These bounty hunters drive a far more reasonable bargain than the pirates.
Why not just fight them yourselves?
Are you serious? Look at these guys. A determined cat could come in here and raid this place. That's not even factoring in if you've never killed anybody before. It's kind of hard to do it for the first time. Obi-Wan is even worse, believe it or not.
We need a ship. Ours is beyond repair, I'm afraid.
The one in the barn. That'll do.
That's our ride. It doesn't go anywhere without us. And right now, we're busy.
Busy extorting farmers?
What? Extortion? How is it extortion? Do they expect to actually be paid for doing what is their profession? Does he tell the plumber he's extorting the Jedi every time the guy shows up with a bill for unclogging their toilets? Probably. By the way, nice way to butter them up when you want them to deliver you someplace.
I don't hear you offering to help.
Unfortunately, we couldn't help even if we wanted to.
Well, you don't want to help people?
Master, these farmers are in trouble. Why can't we help them?
Believe me, Ahsoka, I would like nothing more.
So you do... How hard did you hit your head during that crash? Because you sound like your brain might be backwards right now. The only thing he does say that makes sense is that their presence risks drawing the attention of the Separatists, so leaving will likely be better than staying to help. Though he doesn't have to be such a dick about it. Well, the pirates show up while they're talking, but Sugi speaks up on behalf of the villagers who hired them. Then things take a weird turn when they learn the pirates are led by Hondo, who had appeared before in the show and run into Anakin and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan tries and, try not to be too shocked, fails to persuade Hondo to leave the farmers alone. Instead, Hondo offers to double the bounty hunter's fee if they just stand aside and let the pirates pirate. Sugi refuses. They're bounty hunters, but they're principled bounty hunters. They're going to see this job through to the end. Kenobi turns it back around. He'll hire Hondo and his pirates to take them to the nearest Republic outpost for twice what they would get extorting these farmers. But Hondo won't take Republic credits because criminals won't deal in that stuff. And of course, just using the credits to buy a bunch of valuable herbs legitimately, well, that sounds too much like a real job. Carrying stuff that you stole is one thing, but carrying stuff that you bought legitimately, well, it just makes you a UPS driver in a funny helmet.